The U.S. House of Representatives passed a bill that brings more problems for the social media platform TikTok. The bill gives TikTok's Chinese owner ByteDance around 6 months to divest the U.S. assets of the app or face a ban in the United States. This is the biggest threat the app has faced since the Trump administration. The short video app has about 170 million users in the United States. While discussing the bill in the House, U.S. lawmakers quoted India as an example. In 2020, India banned at least 59 Chinese apps. Greg Murphy said India emphasized on the priority to defend its national security. TikTok CEO Shou Zhu said the legislation, if signed into a law, would not only take billions of dollars out of the pockets of the creators and small businesses, but it will also put 300,000 American jobs at risk. U.S. President Joe Biden's son Hunter Biden rejected a request to testify to an open hearing before Republican-controlled U.S. House of Representatives panel conducting an impeachment probe of President Joe Biden. House Republicans have alleged that the president and his family have improperly profited from policy decisions when Biden was vice president from 2009 to 2017, but have not provided evidence of Biden getting financial benefits. The White House has denied any wrongdoing, and Hunter Biden has repeatedly said that his father did not draw any financial benefits from his son's business activities. Hundreds of protesters blocked the international terminal at San Francisco Airport and demanded a ceasefire in Gaza and called for an end to United States military assistance for Israel. The protesters carried banners with messages like "Permanent ceasefire now" and "Stop arming Israel." Airport officials said the international terminal remained open, but passengers were rerouted. Pro-Palestinian protesters have occurred in many U.S. cities in recent months, including New York City and Los Angeles. Vigils are being conducted outside the White House in Washington, D.C. Israeli lawmakers gave their final approval on Wednesday to an amended 2024 state budget that adds $160 billion to fund Israel's war against the Islamist Palestinian group Hamas in Gaza as the conflict runs into its 6th month. The amended budget adds more spending on defense and compensation to households and businesses hurt by the war. The budgetary plan also includes higher allocations for health, education, police, and welfare. Israel last year approved a 2-year budget for 2023 and 2024. But the war against Hamas has shaken up the government's finances, requiring budget changes and additional spending. Leader of the Lebanese militant outfit Hezbollah, Syed Hassan Nasrallah, said that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has failed to achieve any of his goals, including defeating Hamas. In a televised address, Nasrallah said after 6 months of fighting, it was unable to provide a victory scene, and from all the goals it announced, Nasrallah also hit out at the United States President Joe Biden for not stopping the war in Gaza and called him a hypocrite. Hezbollah activated Lebanon's southern front, with Israel following the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza in the aftermath of the October 7 attack. Hezbollah officials have said they will stop attacking Israeli military posts when Israel's offensive on Gaza ends. The German Air Force has started an operation to supply humanitarian aid to the people in Gaza. The first German aircraft took off from France's Évora to Jordan. German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius said that the first airdrops of humanitarian supplies over the Gaza Strip could take place by the end of the week. He further added that a total of 2 aircraft were to be deployed for as many flights as necessary and possible. The airlift to supply the population in the Gaza Strip was initiated by Jordan, with United States and France also taking part. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah ElSissi hosted Dutch caretaker Prime Minister Mark Rutte in Cairo on Wednesday. The two leaders discussed the ongoing Israel-Hamas war. Egyptian President ElSissi warned Tel Aviv against launching a ground offensive in the city of Rafah. Rutte commended ElSissi on Egypt's pivotal role in handling the humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip. So far, over 31,000 Palestinians, mostly women and children, have been killed in Gaza since the start of the war. According to the Gaza Health Ministry tallies, while as per the Israeli tallies, 1,200 people were killed in the southern Israel on October 7 attacks carried out by Hamas militants. Ramnath Kovind-led One Nation, One Election Committee submitted its proposal report. The panel has urged the central government to develop legally tenable mechanism to restore the cycle of simultaneous elections. The panel also recommended preparation of a common electoral roll and voter ID cards by the Election Commission of India in consultation with the state election authorities. In India, the meeting over the selection of the election commissioners concluded at Prime Minister Narendra Modi's residence in New Delhi. Congress party leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary said that 2 former bureaucrats, S.S. Sandhu and Gyanesh Kumar, have been finalized as election commissioners. Adhir further said that CJI should also have been part of the selection panel of election commissioners. Just days after the implementation of the Citizenship Amendment Act in India, in an interview, Indian Home Minister Amit Shah issued a statement that CAA will never be taken back and the government will never compromise on it. Shah further attacked the opposition, saying that Prime Minister Modi delivered on the promises he made and opposition has no other work. Allaying fears of losing the citizenship, Shah also said that minorities of India do not need to be afraid of losing their citizenship. The Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 grants Indian citizenship to persecuted non-Muslim minorities of Pakistan, Bangladesh and Afghanistan. Following a surge in dog-biting incidents in India, the Indian government has decided to ban 23 dog breeds it has identified as dangerous. The ban comes after the court asked the union government to weigh in on concerns raised by citizens and animal welfare groups. The Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairy has written to each Indian state requesting that no licenses or permits be issued for the sale of these banned breeds. The Pit Bull, Rottweiler, Mastiff, Wolf Dog, American Bulldog and Terrier, along with about 15 more breeds, make up the list of banned and restricted breeds. These breeds hereon cannot be kept as pet dogs or for any other purpose, as they pose a threat to human life. Angolan President João Lourenço arrived in Beijing for a 4-day state visit at the invitation of President Xi Jinping. During Lorenzo's visit, President Xi Jinping will hold a welcome ceremony followed by a banquet. Both the leaders will hold talks and jointly attend a signing ceremony of cooperation documents and treaties. Chinese Premier Li Qiang will also meet with President Lorenzo as part of his 4-day visit. The Angolan President will also visit Shandong province in eastern China. In a rare joint rescue mission near Taiwan-controlled Kinmen Islands, Taiwan and China dispatched teams to rescue a boat that capsized. Amid heightened tensions in the sensitive Taiwan Strait, Taiwan dispatched Coast Guard boats to join the rescue after Chinese authorities asked them for help. According to a senior Taiwan official, authorities from both sides dispatched rescue boats after a Chinese fishing vessel capsized around 1.07 nautical miles west of Taiwan's Dongting Island in the early hours of Thursday. 2 people were found dead, 2 were rescued and 2 were still reportedly missing. North Korean leader Kim Jongun guided a military demonstration involving tank units and drove the tank with army officials. The images were released by North Korean state media KCNA. Kim was pictured peeking out of a tank. The military event was designed to strictly inspect the actual combat capabilities of tank crews and make them familiar with combat action methods on different tactical missions. The drill involved units near the border that are in firing range of South Korean capital, Seoul. South Korea is also conducting the annual joint drills with the United States known as the Freedom Shield exercises. Massive wildfires occurred in Chile's port city of Valparaiso at a dense residential area. Firefighters have reached the spot to douse the fires, which comes a month after deadly wildfires devastated central Chile in early February. At least 133 people died in the February fires, the country's deadliest natural disaster since 2010 earthquake that killed 500 people, which struck populated cities including Valparaiso and Viña del Mar. Deadly wildfires are expected to become more likely in the South American country as the world becomes hotter and drier with climate change. Apple supplier Foxconn expects revenue to increase significantly in 2024, following a slow start to the year. The positive outlook comes amid booming demand for AI servers after it posted fourth quarter profit that beat market estimates. The outlook has turned rosier since Foxconn chairman Yang Liu said the company has relatively conservative and neutral expectations for 2024. The Taiwanese company's October-December net profit jumped 33% to $1.69 billion thanks to robust demand for AI servers and strong sales during the holiday season. Tech giant Oracle is adding generative artificial intelligence features across its corporate software lineup. This is being seen as a move to compete with Microsoft and other technology firms to sell the technology to business customers. Oracle's cloud-based software offerings are central to many businesses in running their finances, supply chains, and human resources departments. The new features, Oracle said, are designed to save time for those people by generating reports, summarizing complicated data, or drafting job descriptions. Oracle, a latecomer to the cloud computing market, has spent billions of dollars on NVIDIA chips and partnered with Cohere, an AI startup founded by former Google employees.